Kaylee B. Kaylee B. Good morning, Kaylee B.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bridget. Good morning, Annie. Good morning, Ethan. Good morning, Avery.
Good morning, Mr. Main.
Isabella. Good morning, Billy. Good morning, Isabella. Good morning, Courtney. Good morning, Sawyer. Good morning, Brando. Wonderful. Good morning, Kyle. Good morning, Alyssa. Good morning, Brandon.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Courtney. How sweet. Faith is here. Yes. Faith is on a roll this week. Yes. This is exciting. Faith, good morning. It's good to see you. You are on a 3-day streak. Yes. That's like my superhero punch to the sky. Good morning, Gabby Campany. Diego, good morning. Okay, so let's get started on our work. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get started. So let me know if you can't see my screen. I make the assumption now that you can see my screen. But if there's ever a problem, let me know. Let me see what this is saying. Yes, so in the warm-up, we are solving for X. Let me get it open on my end, and then we are gonna get started. So I'm gonna open up the slideshow. Two-step equations, last day, woohoo! What we're doing on slide number 2, I want you to take a minute and a half right now, and I'm actually going to make you just type these in the box here. You're going to solve these two equations for X. So in this box, you don't need all these words. You can just type the equations in and do the work. So I want you to take a minute and a half to solve these two equations. Let's see, did we get Lily in? I haven't seen yet. 1 second. What movies, Diego? Oh. Very cool. It looks like in the movies. Let's see. Let me see if I can see it. Can't see it from my window. There you go. But I'll look in a minute. Ooh, Aaliyah is here. Yes. Good morning. Good morning, Aaliyah. Welcome to math class. Oh no, is she here? Someone just left. Oh, no, okay, perfect. You're connecting with audio. Perfect. We're taking another 18 to solve these two equations. There is a calculator linked here if you need that assistance. Let me let Diego back in because I think he got messed up.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here? Oh, I just got a weird email saying that you were trying to get in. Never mind. Maybe it was just behind. Okay, so let's solve these three equations, or these two equations. Let's do it. Woo! We're missing quite a few people today, so let me just, before we get started, let me just see if people were here earlier. Allie, was Allie here today? Like Alex Karos? No, probably not. What about Carter? Carter was here. Okay, maybe he's just running late. What about Jonah? No, probably not. Maybe not. Okay. What about Jaden Ramos? Oh, Jaden Ramos usually comes in late. What about Lily and Olivia?
Olivia's here. I think she had to go somewhere though.
Oh, yes. She had a dentist appointment. That's what it was. Okay. And then we're just waiting for Lily. Perfect. Okay. So I need to solve this guy. What am I undoing first on each side? Oh, Jaden is here. That's what I figured. What am I undoing first on each side? Help me out. Morning, Jaden. Very good. We need to undo this -5 because we're working in reverse PEMDAS order. So we're going to first -9 from each side. That's okay. We're going to -9 from each side. Okay. And when I do that, what am I going to be left with on the left here? That's this side. These cancel out. I'm left with very good. 3x, not 0, because when we, so it's going to be 0. So it's going to be 3x plus 0, which we can just write as 3x is equal to 18 minus 9 is 9. Nice job. There is a calculator here for you to help you with the work if you need it. Now, what's my next step to get the x by itself? What do I have to do to each side? Very good, Jaden Ramos. Very good, Avery. Very good, Bridget. And we're going to divide by 3 on each side because this 3 is attached to the x through multiplication. Even though there's no symbol there, we know it's attached through multiplication. To undo multiplication, you need to divide by 3 on each side. And we need to remember that we need to do it to both sides here, okay? So when I divide by 3 on the left, it cancels out my 3's and we're left with just our x is equal to 9 divided by 3, which is very good. Nice job, Avery, Bridget, and Jaden. Very good. It's going to be equal to 3. Very good. Nice job. X is equal to 3. Now in this one here, I have 2x plus 10 is equal to 18. What's my first move to get the x by itself here? Very good. We're going to subtract 10 from each side. Very good. Very good, Alyssa Button, Jaden Ramos, Avery. Very good. We're going to be left with 2x is equal to 18. Give me 1 second. Let me just fix the spacing on this so I can fit some more things in. Single and remove the space. So we're left with 2x is equal to 18. What's my next move to get rid of that 2 that's attached to the x? Nice job, Avery. Nice job, Bridget.
I have a question.
Oh, yes. So it wouldn't be 18. It would be 8. Was that what you were going to say, Diego?
Yeah, that's yeah.
Thank you for catching that, Diego and Bridget. Thank you for catching those mistakes before we got too far. Very good. Now, we still would do the same thing. We would divide by 2 on each side. Nice job, Bridget, Avery, and Jaden. Divide by 2 on each side. And remember, we show the division by underlining it. Divide by 2, divide by 2. We're going to be left with x is equal to how much? How many, really? Very good, Avery. Very good, Bridget. Very good, Jaden. It's going to be x is equal to 4. I'm going to leave this up so that you can copy this down. So I'm going to leave it up for 10 seconds for you to copy down. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let's take a look at our learning targets. Our learning targets are going to be, so actually, before you leave this page, I want everybody to open up the calculator into another tab, just so that you have it in case you need it. Okay, so our learning targets for today. I can solve an equation with 2 steps by isolating or getting our variable by itself. Okay, then we're going to be able to use the distributive property to solve equations. That's going to be our next sort of step. So if we look at this distributive property on slide number 4, we have our 5 parentheses 3x minus 1. What is this going to simplify to? First off, before I ask you that, what operation do I need to do when I see parentheses like this and a number outside? Very good. Nice job, Bridget. Nice job, Avery. Avery's being specific there. I like it. When we see these parentheses like this, that means we need to multiply. Okay, it's called the distributive property. That means we multiply. So we need to multiply both this number that's outside by both of the pieces that are inside individually. So first I have to multiply 5 times 3x. And when I do that, I get a 15x. You cannot forget to put the x on it and attach it. Okay, then when we multiply, very good, Avery and Bridget, very good. Now when we multiply 5 times -1, what do we get? We're not going to add them together though at the end, Avery. Very good. Nice job, Avery, Bridget, Jaden. Very good. Nice job. And when we multiply 5 times -1, we get a -5. You need to remember to put that negative symbol in there so that we know that we're subtracting or that it's like a -5. Okay, so 15x minus 5 is going to be what this distributive property simplifies to. Good. Now, what I want you to do first is I want you to take slide number 6 and I want you to move it up before slide 5. So now I want this slide to be slide number 5 now. Was anyone not able to move their slides? So really what you do is you grab it and then you sort of drag it until it comes in between. Let me let Jonah in. Good morning, Jonah. We're opening up our slideshow and we're on slide. So what I need you to do, Jonah, is this is actually in slide number 6 on yours. You need to bring it up. We're looking at number 1 and number 2. So what is my first move going to be if I want to get this x by itself on number 1 here? What am I doing? Nice job, Jaden. Thank you, Jonah, for getting ready. Very good, Avery. Thank you for that answer, Bridget. What operation are we going to do to get that x by itself? Kyle, Sawyer, I haven't heard from you guys in a while. What do we think? Nice job. Nice job, Sawyer. Kaylee B, what do you think we're going to have to do here? I'm going to give another 10 seconds. What do we think? So this is attached. This 5 is attached to this x through multiplication. We have to do the reverse or the inverse operation to get that x by itself. And the way that we do that is dividing by 5. If I divide by 5 on my left side, I have to do the same thing to my right side. So I put the 5s underneath and I'm going to hit this underline button so that we know that we have to divide. Okay? So when I divide by 5, the 5s cancel out and I'm left with x is equal to how much? Yes, very good, Sawyer. I know I already said that, but that is the next step here. 65 divided by 5. When we come to the calculator here, 65 divided by 5 gets me x is equal to 13. Nice job, Bridget. X is equal to 13. Now, I want you to take 1 minute right now to take a look at number 2 and isolate and get the x by itself on number 2. Once you get a final answer, you can throw it. Yep, once you get your final answer, you throw it in the chat. Nice job, Bridget. Use the calculator, Jaden. Nice job. Very good. We're taking another 10 seconds for ourselves. Okay. And here we go. And boom. No problem. That's what I figured. I hit it right as it beeped the first time because it's so loud. So here we go. So my friends that gave me answers, Avery, do you want to unmute and can you tell us what you did to get the X by itself here?
I subtracted 7 from each side. So it canceled out the plus 7, and I got 63 when I subtracted 70 and 7.
Very good. So when you cancel out here, you're left with just your X is equal to 70 minus 3. If you had to use your calculator, you could go 70. I'm going to go 70 minus 7 is you get 63. Very good. Nice job, Avery. Thank you for unmuting and being brave and helping me with that. Very good. Nice job. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to write this down, and then we're going to move forward to the next piece here. Now we're going to be looking, these were called one step because you only needed to undo one operation. The next one, slide number 6, is going to be a 2-step operation. So we're going to have to do 2 things to get the X by itself here. So what we're going to do is instead of like using this box right here and hitting enter and doing things like that, what I decided to do here was I decided to give you some boxes, and we're going to use these boxes to help us to solve this guy. So when we look at number 3, what operation do I need to undo first? The divide by 3 or the minus 7? Very good, Jaden. Very good, Avery. Very good, Alyssa. Very good, Bridget. Very good, Sawyer. Very good. Nice job. I love that. I love how active a participant you are today. Keep it up, dude. Okay, so what we're going to have to undo first, just like Sawyer said, was this minus 7 from each side. So what I did was I grabbed a box off this pile and I sort of dragged it over so that it like works. And I'm going to put, and to undo the minus 7 here, I'm going to have to do what? Very good, Avery. The inverse operation, which is plus 7. Nice job, Jaden Ramos. I just said that word for word. We're going to add 7 to each side. Add 7 to each side. And when we do that, we are left with very good. Very, very good. We're left with this X divided by 3 is equal to 10. Or no, is equal to 17. Mr. Me, get your words together. X is equal to 17. Wait. Yeah? Yeah. Perfect. So then how do we get the X by itself? Thank you, Jaden. I was confused for a second. How do I get my X by itself now? What do I have to do to each side? Jaden already told me. Jaden said, so I have this attached. It's division, right? Very good, Avery. We're going to have to, just like Alyssa Button said and Jaden said, we're going to have to multiply by 3. Very good. And the way that we're going to show that is we're going to come next to it. And we're going to say times and then 3. And to the other side, we're going to do the same thing. Multiply by 3. So when we do that, it cancels out the divide by 3, and we're left with just our x is equal to how much? 17 times 3 is how much? Nice job, Jaden. Come to your calculator if you don't know this, which a lot of people probably don't. 17 times 3, nice job, Avery, Jaden, and Sawyer, is going to get me 51. So if I come back here, I'm going to say x is equal to 51. Now, positive 51 is a good point to add there, Avery. Very good. You can say a plus 51, or you can just write just the 51. Nice job. Very good, Avery. I like that really specific plus sign added on there. Very good. So now, this guy is a little bit easier because we might not need to use these boxes because we can sort of, it lines up a little bit better. So when I have this 4x plus 9 is equal to 10, what's my first move going to be to, actually, you know what? I'm going to give you a minute and a half right now to solve this guy independently. There's going to be 2 things that you have to do to get that x by itself. I want you to take a minute and a half and go through and see if you can get what the x is equal to. Go through all the steps. Awesome. We have another minute, guys. Ooh, some people are getting some final answers. Nice job. Nice job, Avery. Nice job, Jaden. Awesome job, Bridget. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We're taking another 15, my friends. Okay, perfect. I just sent one friend a message, just like a specific message. If you want to take a look, let me know. So when we're looking at number 4 here, the first step to do, what's the first step we're going to do here? Bridget, can you help me out? Can you unmute and tell me what is the first thing you did here?
I subtracted 9 from each side.
Okay, wonderful. And so you subtracted 9 from each side. Oh, Mr. Mean. And then what did you do?
And then it was 4x minus 1. I mean, equals 1. And then I divided 4 from each side.
Okay. So then she divided by 4 on each side. And very good. And then how did you get that final answer there?
I used the calculator and did 1 divided by 4 and got 0.25.
Okay, so we could say x is equal to 0.25, right? Or if you wanted to write it as a fraction, we could write it as 1/4 or 1/4. Nice job, Avery. So Jaden, I think you got halfway there, and then we just needed to keep so we minus 9, and then so we subtract 9 from, thank you, Bridget, that was awesome. Awesome work there. Subtract 9 from each side, and we're left with 4x is equal to 1 because 10 minus 9 is 1. And then to get the x by itself, we need to divide by 4, divide by 4. Your answer is going to be either, you can write it one of 2 ways. Not a problem. Awesome job, Faith. I'm so proud of you. X is equal to, you could say it as 0.25, or you can leave it as a fraction of 1/4. 1/4. Perfect. Yeah, then I divide, but you're not going to divide 9 by 4 there, Jaden. You're going to get that 1 because when you did the subtraction here, we got because when you didn't get a 9 here when you subtracted, you got a 1, and then you did 1 divided by 4 to get the 0.25. Does that make sense? Okay, perfect. Okay, so now last little bit that we're going to look at before we move forward is we have this guy right here. So what I want you to do is I want you to sort of grab this this box right here, and I want you to move it towards the center so that we could do a little bit of work with it. Okay, perfect. Okay, so maybe you just typed it in the box wrong. It's not a big deal. Awesome job. So I have this equation here of 1/4 x plus 2 is equal to 20. So when we think about this, this is attached through multiplication, right? So what's the first step that we're going to need to undo on slide number 7? To get x by itself here, what are we going to have to undo first? Or what are we going to have to do first? Nice job, Jaden. Nice job, Avery. Perfect job, Bridget. Keep going, my friends. Let's see what people are thinking. What am I going to have to undo first here? What do we think? You guys have been doing so great today. Stay active, stay active. You guys are doing fantastic. Very good. We're going to subtract. So we have to undo this addition first because when we're solving a problem, solving an equation, we need to do reverse PEMDAS, right? So we need to undo addition and subtraction first. And the way that we do that is by undoing this addition by subtracting 2 from each side. So in this box, I'm going to grab one of these boxes off the pile up here, and I'm going to say -2. And I'm going to make my font a little bit bigger, so just give me a second. -2. Okay. And so we are going to do the -2 on each side. And we're going to be left with, I'm going to do this here. I'm going to be left with this 1/4 x is equal to how much? Wait 1 second on that, Avery. I just want to get what it's equal to. What's 20 minus 2 here? Very good. It's going to be equal to 18. Very good. Okay. So I want to get this here first. So we're left with 1/4 x is equal to 18. Okay. So we have that 1/4 x is equal to 18. Now, if we think back to our work yesterday, how do we undo a fraction that's attached to an x like this? It's attached through multiplication, so you might think we have to divide it, but we said when we have fractions, we're going to want to do something with the reciprocal. Nice job. Very good. Nice job, Bridget and Avery on that one. Very good. And the reciprocal of that fraction, like Jaden said, is going to be 4/1. So I'm going to grab one of these boxes over here, and I'm going to say I'm going to multiply by 4/1. Actually, I'm going to write it as a fraction, 4/1. Okay, so I'm going to multiply by 4/1. And if I do that to the left side, what do I have to do to the right side? Very good, Bridget. Very good, Avery. Because I multiply by 4/1 on the left side, I have to do the same thing on the right side. Instead of taking another box off the pile, if you just copy and paste it, it'll be a little bit easier when you go to insert it in. Okay. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so I multiply by 4/1, And I'm going to be left with x is equal to how much? So these cancel out on the other side. We're going to be left with x is equal to, very good, because we multiply 18 times 4. Very good, Avery. We multiply 18 times 4, and we get 72. Nice job, Jaden. We get 72 over 1, which is simplified to 72. Nice job there. We got x is equal to 72. Let me know in the chat. Give me a yes if you got this one right. Give me a no if you didn't get it right. Let me see how we did today. Nice job. Avery, Jaden, Isabella, Billy, Diego, Ethan. Thank you for being giving me that answer. Christmas Carter, very good. Annie, Aaliyah, very good. Courtney Hare, very good. Annie, thank you for being giving me those answers on that one. Very good. Wonderful. Alyssa Button, very good. Okay, so let me tell you what you're doing for your afternoon work for today. So listen, listen, listen. What we're doing for our afternoon work today is you don't have to do anything on 8 and 9. Please do not complete slides 8 and 9. Don't do it. We're going to do more review on Monday. You can if you want. I'll post the answers to them. If you want to do them, you can. You don't have to. What our mandatory stuff is for this afternoon is on slide number 10. We have CFA number 1. It has 2 equations that you need to solve. So you're solving those 2 equations on CFA 1. I'm putting this in as a quiz grade, so please make sure that you complete it because it's going in as a quiz grade. So Courtney, you can turn it in, but maybe don't turn it in until after you do the CFA because I don't want you to forget to do that. Then you have, it says 30 minutes of Alex time. I'm going to be a peach and I'm going to say, I'm going to change it to 20. So you guys are doing 20 minutes of Alex time and this CFA. When you're working on the CFA, you might need a piece of paper to do your work out on so that you can sort of, period 3 actually, and then you can do your workout on those. So we have this equation right here. You need to solve it for X. Then you need to solve this equation for X as well. Then once you finish the CFA, I would recommend that you turn it in. I wouldn't turn it in before though. That's just me, okay? So this afternoon, your work is slide number 10, CFA, going in as a quiz grade. Slide number 11, 20 minutes of Alex. You can make a change to that slide. We'll need 20 minutes of Alex time today. Does anybody have any questions for me before I have you guys jump out of here? No? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, have a safe, enjoyable